Good afternoon, everybody. Alright, so we're sitting at shop number 2 right now. We're finishing up at shop number 2. I didn't start the stream earlier because, you know, we've been in the buildings. But now we're headed to El Paso. So I figured I'd go ahead and start it up. We may not have to go into the building in El Paso. They may just bring the computer out into the parking lot. Maybe. We'll see. That's what I'm hoping for. Now we're going to buffer here in just a second because I don't have the Starlink on. I got to turn the Starlink on. So we'll buffer. Because I don't have the Starlink on. I got to turn the Starlink on. So we'll buffer because I don't. Echoing it up.
Said good morning from Albuquerque.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. So now, last night I was looking at cutting the breakfast in Hooper, like I did the little ghost thing,
Said hello.
the little ghost video
Said hey gang.
from the other live stream. And I think what I noticed last night that what I might have done
Indiana, hi Bobby. Do we have a trip after El Paso?
was actually what I think I actually did on that other one when I edited it out. I didn't realize it, but I think I clipped that entire live stream is gone now, I think. And the original short for it is gone. I couldn't find it last night, so I think when I
said, what is your real name?
what's your real name?
Sakshi said,
I'm busy, man. I'm busy talking. So what I think that I did was when I done that edit, I think I actually cut that entire live stream out.
Said my real name is me.
Alright, we're gonna buffer for just a second while I put us over on Starlink. That should have us. So rather than doing that again and cutting out an entire stream, I'm gonna try to go about it different, I guess. Fix it proper. Cause I hate that I lost that entire stream. I didn't realize that's what I'd done until last night. So what we're gonna do is I've got a check engine light on. We're going to El Paso to the Kenworth to get that light reset. We're bobtailing, and what I'm going to do after we go to Kenworth in El Paso, which hopefully it don't take too long. I thought I was going to be at this stop for over an hour, but I've been here for an hour total, but that's getting everything ready. Not in the shop. It was only in the shop for about 20 minutes, maybe, inside the building. But what we're going to do when we get down here, they've got to just reset that code or clear the code, the check engine code. Hopefully we don't have to go into the building with the truck. We might not, I don't know. then after they clear that code, we'll be going over to Thermo King and picking up a trailer, and then headed back over this way. Dang it. Man. I can't believe it done that.
Very 2005. Said, "Hi chaps. Me. Said morning Barry.
Okay.
Barry 2005. Said took me ages to reset my service light sharp. CW to sharp. Said El Paso to reset check engine light.
Yeah.
Wolfie backslash assignless knowledger needed to highlight a name.
What?
Said hi Amber Blackguard.
What kind of name is that, man?
Said morning John. Marlene STR. Said hello Bobby and everyone.
Marlene, how you doing?
Me. Said morning Super Truck Car. Very 2005. Amber. Said hi Walt Money.
Oh, Walt Money. Walt Money's always got an extraordinary long name.
Said morning Upside Down Raptor. Marlene STR. Said hi Walt Money.
Good morning, everybody. For me, it's still morning.
Backslash assignless knowledger needed to highlight a name. Said hi Marlene. D.I. Lasso Devo. Said hey me.
Oh man, this is so much nicer. So what I just now done, okay, I've already been in 2 shops today. The first one was to get filter and tires changed. I ended up having to get my steer tires changed out on account of, I believe when that deer hit us, it knocked the truck out of alignment. So the center driver's side tire, the tread was a little bit wavy on it. It had they call it a swimming wave, like a fishtail. It wasn't terrible, but it was there. So they replaced my
Carl
steer
Johnson
tires.
Said good morning Bobby and gang.
Carl, how you doing? So they replaced my steer tires. Okay. After the steer tires was replaced, I got sent down here to where we just started out at. The truck realigned. Now it's not pulling to the right anymore. That's awesome. So it's believed that the deer, they first thought it was they're having problems with the Kenworth being out of a line. And that's what they thought it was, but the rear tires was all good, and it was just the front tires was just a little bit out of alignment. So they think it's a possibility that when the deer hit that it did that. Now we're going down here to get the check engine light reset because they fixed that at the first shop. And then we'll be going to Thermo King in El Paso to pick up a trailer. And from there, we'll be headed to grab up a popcorn load. So, we're probably not going to make it a huge distance today with the load.
Said Bobby, be safe and have a blessed day.
Thank you, Jim. You be safe and have a blessed day as well.
Said, hey Bobby.
Jamie, how you
Hi
doing?
Amber. Hello me. Scott H. Said easy fix on check engine light.
Yeah,
Put
they
a
just
piece of duct tape over it. Me.
Right.
Said morning Jamie.
Right.
Sandy G. Said, hi everyone, hello Bobby.
Sandy, how you doing?
Carl Johnson. Said, are you bobtailing right now?
Yeah.
Jamie Noah.
Yeah, I'm bobtailing right now.
Said, hello everyone. Gary 2005. Said, wonder if Bob Eye's engine light is a faulty sensor bit odd. Thought that the truck has just had some work on it.
No, it was a DPF.
Said,
The
Jamie
DPF
Nova
filter.
hand pink waving. Marlene
I
STR.
think is what they said that it
Said, the
was.
not pulling will be easier on your driving.
Yeah, it will.
Sandy G.
It will.
Said, doing good, not too bad, and you?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. You know, I wanted to do a one-wheel video yesterday, but I also wanted to edit up that video, and then come to find out,
Married 2005. Said, on my very first car, Scott, my oil pressure light came on, so I took out the bulb. LOL.
So, and come to find out that the way I edited the last one was not ideal for the video. So what I did was I downloaded it. I'm going to try to, since I've got it downloaded, I'm going to try to crop everything off of it except for that one, the eating part, and then I'll try to upload it again later. Because I didn't realize the last time I did that, I cropped off the whole live stream and turned it just into the video, which was the haunted video in Clayton, New Mexico. So yeah, what I did, I don't think that video's up anymore.
Said, does the running around for maintenance count towards your daily hours?
Yes, it does.
Low
Yes,
fidelity,
it does.
all-star reject. Said, is the deer hit in the short somewhere?
It is. It's in the short somewhere. Something in the.
BR. Said, morning all.
Good morning, BR. Either the captions or the title has something to do with it's deer season, be careful, something like that. But yeah, it is on the short shelf. It's actually a pretty decent video. I'm not gonna say good. It's actually pretty
Marlene
decent.
STR. Said, hi BR.
The way I did it.
CW your sharp. Said, 75 like. 13 minutes.
Let's go.
B. Said, back to work and stuff. Y'all have a great morning and stuff.
10-4, appreciate stopping in. We'll catch you next time around. Yeah, it does on account of, it counts towards the drive line because of the distance that I have to drive to do all this. If there was a Kenworth spot right here that I could hop over to, then, you know, in reality, I could keep it off the drive line, but legally you're not supposed to. You know, you can, but you're not supposed to. But with the distance that we're having to travel
Walker smiling pile of
to,
said hi.
Drew, how you
Is it
doing?
patrol car or not?
The distance that we're having to
Said
travel.
I did a short live last night. Bored rednecks LOL neighbor got in kid's tire swing. Took a backpack blower on it.
Lord have mercy. With the distance that we're having to travel to get to the Kenworth shop, then I can't. I can't keep it off the drive line. I have to.
Drew Walker
There's too much
smiling
distance.
pile of blue eye. Said 120.
Y'all quit throwing poo on the window, man. Or into the window. So, for the ones that was watching when I hit the bird the other day, and I said I wonder if I got both of them or if it was just one of them. Well, the one that I got, that I knew that I got, he hit the windshield because you could see on the windshield after he hit, you could see where he hit at. And I was looking today while it was in the shop. I got a picture of it. I'll post it up later on the in the community post. But you can see where the other one hit the roof. So I did get both of them. Unfortunately, I got both of them. But if it was a pair of mates, you know, we didn't get one of them and the other one was lost looking for its mate. We can look at it in that perspective if you want to. But I did get both of them, and one's not lonely looking for the other one now. We know that too. might be a harsh way to look at it, but
said I got my braces off.
got your braces off, right on, man.
Said hello everyone.
Hello.
Buried 2005. Said glad I don't own my own truck. It's so expensive to run and maintain.
Yeah.
Jamie Nova. Said hopefully it's nothing serious. Then again, a bird strike is a bad omen.
A bird strike? This was a few days ago. A week ago, something like that. There was two birds in the lane, and they waited till I was right up on them to start flying.
Ethan Carell Hegai said, hey Bobby. Jamie Nova.
Ethan, how you doing?
Said, OMG, I guess there's an upside. You got both, so the bird's not lonely.
Well, it's not looking for its mate.
Said thank you. CW Sharp. Said good for you, Drew. When is last day of school? ER. Said Marvin Jeetsy.
I mean, that's if you want to call that an upside.
Josie Krause. Said number 82.
Number 82.
Good day, Bobby.
Jesse, how you doing?
Shaquille Shape.
Oh, this is much
said,
nicer.
Hey, Bobby.
Hannah, how you doing?
Drew Locker smiling pile of cool eye. Said the 6th. Jamie Nova. Said it happens.
Yeah, it does. I mean, there's not much you can do with the wildlife.
Said hi through Jamie Landon, a very CW to BR Marty. Drew Locker smiling pile of cool eye. Said on Friday. Mark Coolin. Said hello Bobby, just got done with my unload heading to North Arkansas, pick up a coil then to Chattanooga.
Heck yeah.
Jamie Nova.
You'll be close to my house, man.
Said hi Ethan. Buried 2005. Said hi Ethan.
I just hate having to go to the far side, to the east side of El Paso,
Said hello all.
and then coming back. That's what I hate. That's going to eat my drive line up. Doing that.
CW Sharp. Said Drew, good for you. Lauren Porter. Said hey Drew.
Yeah, that's going to eat my drive line up doing that. Having to go to the far side of El Paso and then back through.
Wendy _ 333. Said agree with you Bobby, they are together. One isn't heartbroken searching for the other.
Right.
CW Sharp. Said hey.
Clearwater, how you doing?
Said hello everyone.
And so I got word too that well, I'll tell that one later on, maybe. I ain't gonna tell it right now. No need in telling it right now.
Said 23. Lauren Porter. Said Sup Sharp. Hey Bobby.
Law and Order, how you doing?
Anna Metallica. Said hi gang.
Anna Metallica, how you doing?
Svenny Berlin. Said hello gentlemen and ladies Pete.
Hello.
Buried 2005.
Didn't really catch that name, but
Said hi Anna.
something Berlin.
Lauren Porter. Said hey Anna. Ethan Carell Hegai. Said hi Lauren, Wendy, Shaquille, Mark and everyone. Shaquille Shape. Said hi Anna. Deanna Elkins. Said hi Lauren Porter. Otto, that's me Bareface. Said I am also waiting to get access into the Houston airport to make my delivery. Escort is waiting to get approval. Lauren Porter.
Houston
Said
Airport.
hey Ethan. Anna Metallica. Said I'm doing good thanks. Lauren Porter. Said hi Deanna. CW Sharp. Said please hit the thumbs up for our driver. Shaquille Shape.
Just a friendly reminder, if you've not got that thumbs up button, yes, smash it, mash it, punch it, kick it, lick it.
Said which airport Otto?
We do not care how you do it. Stop smurfing
Brett
on
Ott.
it.
Said hi Bobby and the Misfits.
Brett, how
It's
you
been
doing?
a while.
Has been
I
a
have an
while.
exciting week this week. My youngest niece's wedding
How you doing?
Said it's 94 where you are, Lauren. It's 65 where I am at.
85 where I'm at, according to the truck.
Brett Alt. Said hi Jim, old friend. Jim 64. Said hi Shaquille. Shaquille Shape. Said hi Jim 64. Buried 2005. Said hi Jim. Lauren Order. Said Brett I'd rather be in 65F than 90s.
And now, if they actually have to pull the truck into the shop, then I'm going to shut this stream. I'll shut this stream down,
Brett Alt.
and then I'll start it back up after it gets out of the shop. If they actually have to pull it into the building, I don't know if they will or if they won't. I'm not sure on that yet. If it's just resetting the light or
Lauren Order.
how it's going to work out.
Ethan Farrell Kegai. Said getting kind of close to 100k miles. Hi Jim 64. Buried 2005. Said hi Brett. Drew Locker smiling pile of cool eye. Said okay.
Okay.
Jim 64. Said hi Barry. Anna Metallica. Said is the truck okay? Otto that's
Yeah, it's okay.
Said I arrived early to my check-in location for nothing because workers didn't arrive till 10 a.m.
Dang it, man.
Jim 64. Said hi Otto. CW Sharp.
I hate when that
Said
happens.
99 and holding.
99 and holding. Let's
Ethan
go,
Farrell
people.
Kegai. Said Bobby I bet it's a faulty sensor.
It might be.
Lauren
It might be.
Said dang Sharp where are you? Brett Alt. Said feels nice sitting inside my apartment with a finally working air conditioner.
I bet it
Jim
does,
64.
man.
Said hi Ethan.
Air conditioning is always nice in the summertime, and heating is always nice in the wintertime.
Anna Metallica. Said awesome.
Well, depending on where you live at. Yes.
Shaquille Shake. Said OMG. Buried 2005. Said Bobby the bank did a random check on the RAG monthly payment. I told them all was okay.
Right on.
Jamie Nova.
Right on.
Said hopefully it's nothing serious.
Yeah, hopefully.
Ethan Farrell
Hopefully
Kegai.
not.
Said welcome to El Paso metropolitan area. Nola Kremer. Said boom 102.
Boom,
Walker
you
smiling
guys
pile of
and
cool
gals,
Said
ladies and gentlemen are
64.
freaking awesome.
Said hi Brett.
Thank you so much for the first 100
Alt.
thumbs up right here at
Said the
Drive-On
last
Gang.
time we chatted
Really
Bobby,
do
my apartment
appreciate
was in a
it.
wreck with no AC.
Snatch
Finally,
some
the
salt
local
from the
AC
salted
company
crew,
came out last
butter
week
up
and
that
fixed the
popcorn,
AC.
enjoy
So I'm
the
happy.
rest of the ride.
Shaquille
Now we do
Shape.
love the Misfits
Said
around
awesome.
here. How much do we love the Misfits? A freaking bunch is. I thought it was the heat that you was having problems
Lauren
with.
Porter. Said woot woot woot. How much do we love the Misfits? Freaking bunches.
Freaking
Jim
bunch.
64. Said hi Anna. CW Sharp. Said 93 degrees sunny Clearwater, Florida Gulf breeze 9 miles per hour. Anna Metallica. Said Jim. Nola Tremor. Said oh, by the way, good morning Bobby and crew.
Good morning,
Drew
no, how
Locker
you doing?
smiling pile of cool eye. Said how much do we love the Misfit?
Freaking
James Ewing.
bunches.
Said frog on fire LOL. Jim 64.
I was like, oh.
Said hi Lauren. Brett Alt. Said LOL Jane.
We're shop hopping, man.
2005. Said 54F here. If it gets any colder, I'm turning the central heating on. Brett Alt. Said James. Lauren Porter. Said yeah, but Shark I thought when you said 99 you meant the temperature, not the licks LOL. Tom said.
Dang it.
Said ain't we?
Tom,
Otto
dang
that's
it.
me bareface. Said they told me I will be escorted to the east end of the airport, just wondering which part. Omer Farouk Yilmaz. Said hello Bobby.
Omar, how you
Omer
doing?
Farouk Yilmaz. Said hello everyone. Jamie Nova. Said I change. Drew Locker smiling pile of cool eye. Said LOL.
Turn the water sprinklers on.
Said it's 70th here in Warsaw, Indiana, 1:13 p.m. Est here.
85 in
Said get to the
Mesquite,
chopper.
New Mexico. 11:13.
Said I change. Variant 2005. Said hi James E. Drew Locker smiling pile of poo eye. Said my brother said Watu Sirol. Jamie Nova. Said Lauren.
I bet he really didn't, but we'll pretend
Said,
like he
"Hey,
did.
My soul does wait. Said looking good Bobby.
Thank you,
That's
thank you,
me
thank
bare
you.
face. Said I saw a food truck go by and I was crap. I wanted some yummy tacos or burritos from it.
Dang it, man.
Anna Metallica. Said did you know in the Philippines it's a constant 84.2 F between 95 F all year round.
Really?
There is
All
no
year?
such thing as winter.
No, they
Jim
just got monsoon
64.
season
Said hi James
in the
E.
Philippines, I think.
Lauren Porter.
Monsoon and non-monsoon
Said, "Hey,
season.
James Ewing. Said hey Bobby.
James,
Tom
how you
Sen.
doing?
Said good Bobby, you.
Doing pretty good.
Deadshot
Doing pretty
Gaming.
good.
Said good morning Bobby, good to see you today. Yesterday Phil Robertson from Duck Dynasty dead at the age of 79. That
Yeah.
show was very good to watch on TV. May he rest in peace, Phil Robertson.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Shaquille Shake. Said
How
smiling
you
face
doing?
with 3 hearts, smiling face with 3 hearts. Ethan Thoreau Kegai. Said wow Anna that crazy. Married 2005. Said quite hot Anna bet it's humid over there. Carol Pack. Said ha ha ha. Stop messing with the AI. Drew Locker smiling pile
Carol,
of
how you
blue
doing?
eye. Said my brother said hi.
Hello,
Anna Metallica.
Jason. Hello.
Said the Philippines is extremely tropical. Deadshot Gaming. Said I'm doing good, Bobby. How are you?
I'm doing
Lauren
pretty
Porter.
good. Doing pretty
Said
good.
Drew better watch out. I filled your choppa with gators LOL.
Oh, Lord.
CW
Gator P?
shot. Said Bobby is not the east end of the Houston airport where they have the troublemaker lockup. Otto that's me bare face.
Interesting.
Said there will be a hurricane or tropical storm for around the 8 to the 10 heading into Florida from the Mexican Gulf. Carl Johnson. Said that is me, Lauren. Deadshot Gaming. Said good to hear that Bobby. Shaquille Shake. Said amazing. Drew Locker smiling pile of poo eye. Said barrel Bob Watu Sirol. Ethan Thoreau Kegai. Said did anyone see about Starbase TX? It's a city now signed by Texas government.
I
Felipe
don't know anything about
Simons.
that.
Said like a frog on a Fiat.
Like a frog on a what? Yeah. I should have had frogs put into the thumbnail, but I wasn't thinking
Said
about
I would
it.
love to visit the Philippines, but wouldn't be able to stand the constant heat hot face.
I wasn't thinking about
Said hello, Bobby.
me. How you
Safe
doing?
travels.
Thank you. I wasn't thinking about putting them, but I should have. I should have put frogs in the thumbnail with their butts on fire.
Married 2005. Said how many more miles to the repair place?
43. So we got 43 more miles to go. And the stream may just last till then. Like I say, if it goes into the building, I'm going to shut the stream down. If they're able to do it in the parking lot,
Said what states do
we'll
you
probably.
ever go through, Bobby? I haven't seen you in California in a while. Shaquille Shake.
There's no states that I
Said
don't go
love you
to.
all.
I go to all the states. I just don't go to all of them all the time. I go what seems like seasons to each particular region.
Felipe Simons. Said it's gonna be alright, mate. CW your shark. Said Ethan, I heard that was coming. Brett Hall. Said well, Bobby, at least you don't have a big frog eating flaming Cheetos. That's what you call a frog on fire.
Right.
Shaquille Shake. Said California hard hands. Company driver. Said always exciting.
Dang it,
Deadshot
Driver,
Gaming.
how you been, man?
Said hello, Gary. Ethan Thoreau Kegai. Said hello, Kyle. Joe W. Said good morning, Bobby.
Joe
I've
W.
heard no trucks like to come into California. Otto, that's
Yeah, I don't really care anything about going to
said
California.
jets are landing on me.
I do from time to time,
They're
but
right in front of me. Brett All.
it's been a minute
Said
since I've been out
Ethan
there.
Watson. Ethan Thoreau Kegai. Said I know that CWs are not possible in sunny. Deadshot Gaming. Said hello, Laura Porter. James Ewing.
I wouldn't want to drive a truck in Hawaii anyway. I heard that the speed limit for trucks in Hawaii is like 50 miles an hour,
Anna Metallica.
I think.
Said Gary. Gary Watson. Said hi, Brett Alt and Anna Metallica.
That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not. It might be 55 and they're wanting to drop it down to 50 maybe. I don't know.
Said you're not missing much from Sacramento, California. Brett Alt.
Oh, I prefer
Said,
not to
how
go to
you doing,
California.
Gary?
I mean, I'll go, but I prefer not to. And I don't mind going in and then coming right back out, east to west. I don't mind that as much, but when I go in the south and they want to send me up to Washington, Lord have mercy, I hate that.
LOL.
Yeah.
Shaquille Shake.
I don't know if it's just trucks or if it's trucks and cars.
Said thanks for rainy weekend. Ethan
In Hawaii.
Said Hawaii losing population and going underwater because of sea levels. CW Sharp. Said yeah, they want to reduce it.
Is it all vehicles or is it just trucks? Because I was thinking that it was all vehicles, but
Said Ella sucks.
I'm not sure. I know trucks for sure, but
CW Sharp. Said Hawaii all traffic.
okay, all traffic. That's what I was thinking, that it was all traffic that they was wanting to reduce, but I know it was trucks for sure.
Said hi. Ethan Thoreau Kegai. Said all traffic, I just looked it up.
Just looked it up.
Very 2005. Said would a truck go all the way to Hawaii from the American mainland and back again?
That would be a heck of
Said
a trip.
good afternoon, Bobby. Joe W. Said Hawaii is only 93 miles one way and 76 the other way.
Yeah, they really don't need.
Short-lived driving.
They really don't need huge speed limits
Said good afternoon, everyone.
or real high speed limits because it's not that big. I mean, it's not that big of a place. Way station next drive.
Said saw GTA 6 video and man, did it really seem like I was in a GTA 6 cutscene? Dang it, man, LOL. Deadshot Gaming. Said Bobby, is the speed limit in California reduced down for semis? Just wondering.
Yeah,
Once
for
the
semi trucks it's 55.
Said
It's always been like that.
Misfits headaches easing up, gonna hang in today.
Headaches easing up, right on, man, right on.
Said Alaska would take forever to drive through.
It would.
JHH. Said, and if the frog was on fire, must have been a really good frog. Brett All. Said it was flame kissed and extra fried. JHH. LOL. Deadshot Gaming. Said okay, 55 is slow.
Yeah.
JHH.
Cars are
Said,
70.
like your new thumbnail. Joe W.
Thank you.
Said, was that a question? The answer would be no, you cannot drive to Hawaii from the mainland. Buried 2005. Said, hi Scuba, glad you're feeling better. Ethan Thoreau Kegai. Said 55 to slow for me. CW Sharp. Said Barry, I bet Bobby could make it, but no gas stations, LOL. One Scuba Dude.
I wouldn't want to make that.
Said hello Barry. ER. Said wish I was watching from their LOL Hawaii.
Heck yeah.
Change. Said sure was. Shaquille Shake. Said love you California. Otto,
I don't think we have any Hawaiian watchers.
Said FYI, did you know that those eyes they are putting on trucks' windshield is a violation? Buried
Yeah.
2005.
I only run mine in the parking
Said,
lot.
I know Joe, LOL, I was thinking on a ship.
So they can't violate me for mine.
Said hello JHH, good morning.
I don't run my eyes when I'm
Said welcome to Texas.
I don't have my eyes on when I'm driving.
Said hello, Deb.
Welcome to Texas.
JHH
852 miles to
said what
Beaumont.
highway we on? We just pasted a water park. Was gonna look it up to see what it was.
We're on Interstate 10 in Anthony, Texas.
Said I-10 JHH.
Anthony,
Buried
Texas.
2005. Said guess you could just put a trailer on a ship.
Yeah.
JHH. Said thanks Ethan. Buried 2005. Said or a container. Anna Metallica. Said again, LOL. Brett Alt. Said makes a smelling sniff sound. Do I smell grilled frogs? One scuba dude. Said Barry, how about a submarine truck and trailer? LOL. CW Sharp. Said oh, I am a busy man. Could you please just tell us what they do not have a law about? LOL. Ethan Karaoke Guy. Said Bobby, would you live in a city like this with traffic? Shaquille Shake.
I mean, yeah.
Said great
if I
live
needed
stream,
to.
Bobby.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
JHH. Said Wet and Wild Water Park was what I saw next to I-10 in Anthony, Texas.
That's it.
Buried
Wet and Wild Water Park.
2005. Said I've never driven with a container. I did drive a demeltable though.
I ain't never
Prism
pulled a
Blue.
container.
Said hi Bobby, Gary.
Prison, how
One
you doing?
scuba dude. Said hello and a smiling face with 3 hearts, people hugging. Prism Blue. Said hi Lauren. Buried 2005. Said bit slow scuba LOL. Shaquille Shake. Said bye everyone.
Alright, you
Ethan
appreciate
Karaoke
stopping in
Guy.
and hanging out. We'll catch you next
Said
time
hi
around.
Prism. Brett Alt. Said hi Scuba. How are 3 you doing? Otto, that's me Bareface. Said there isn't a law on how many times you can flush the toilet. LOL.
Dang it.
Deadshot Gaming. Said hello 1SC Badu, good see you today. Gary Watson. Said it Prism Blue. Jamie Nova. Said we pull intermodals and 53 trailers. Company speed limit is 55 no matter what. Brett Alt. Said LOL Auto. That's a good one. JHH. Said Auto just depends how many times you use the toilet to flush it. LOL. Joe W. Said the large shipping containers that you see being hauled around by trucks are loaded on a gigantic container ship. The ships can carry 20,000 plus 40 feet containers. Ethan Karaoke Guy.
That's a lot.
Said if you haven't liked the stream, mash it, kick it, we don't care, quit slacking on it, don't be part of the salty crew. Elizabeth M. Said hi Bobby and Misfit Gang.
Elizabeth, how you
Otto,
doing?
that's me Bareface. Said but there is a law for not lowering the toilet seat. LOL. Brett Alt. Said HL Elizabeth. Elizabeth M. Said doing good. Jamie Nova. Said volume has been off because of the tariffs. JHH. Said at my place we call the toilet the booster seat.
The booster
Buried
seat.
2005. Said I sometimes watch those go past Joe from the beach here. Ethan Karaoke Guy. Said hi Otto Elizabeth. Deadshot Gaming. Said hello Elizabeth, good to see you today. Anna Metallica. Said how about a field trip to Alaska this winter?
Dang it.
LOL.
In the winter time?
One scuba dude. Said hey Brett, better but yesterday had to go in attic to find leak at a vent pipe then on roof to repair. Rough when not feeling good. Elizabeth M. Said hand pink waving, red teeth. Jim 64. Said hi Elizabeth M. Deborah Warner. Said, oh yeah, well at least I don't have to worry about that in my apartment because I'm the only one that lives in my apartment, so I have to worry about that anymore. I had 3 guys, so yeah, I know they all. Brett Alt. Said JHH, file a toilet seat under the category things that should not have ejector seats. Jamie Nova. Said less ships and they aren't fully loaded at the ports, but we are expecting a surge due to the 90-day extension. CW Trishart. Said do not worry Otto, Tasha will keep Bobby advised of that, lol. Deborah Warner. Said oh yeah, there are toilets that are lower than a booster seat, lol, and they're hard to get off of it because they're too low. JHH. Said lol, I saw one video of the Porta-Johns flying in the air. Bread ejector seats may not be the case that time, dang it man. Anna Metallica. Said LMAO. Deborah Warner. Said hello there everyone, I know it's pretty up there, but that's too much snow, lol, and cold.
Deborah, how you doing?
Jim64. Said hi Deborah. JHH. Said Anna Metagrazia. One Scuba Dude. Said hello Elizabeth smiling face with 3 hearts. Ethan Guerrero Kegai. Said boom 150 likes.
We don't boom at 150.
Said good morning Mag Chat reader, here's some coffee for you. Anna Metallica.
She might need some. Y'all are giving her a workout this morning.
Said hey Shark Jim. Elizabeth M. Said hand pink waving, scuba face red heart shape Jeepsy. Jim 64. Said hi Scuba Dude. Elizabeth M. Said Barrel Bob.
Barrel Bobby me
Said Bobby, I was the first like before you even started Mega, and I was the first comment in the live chat boom.
Right on.
Deadshot Gaming.
Number
said
1.
hello Jim 64. Deborah Warner. Said I'm doing okay, my leg is better, but I had to go through the building to a different elevator because the closer one was full and the other one was broke. JHH. Said I would not be surprised if the cops think this audio girl is drugged because she has some slurred speech, lol.
She ain't got slurred
Deborah
speech.
Warner. Said hey Bobby, I just got on, lol. Ethan Guerrero Kegai. Said welcome to El Paso. Carl Johnson. Said Deborah, did they get the bus fixed? Jim 64. Said hi Deadshot Gaming. JHH. Said just joking.
I did put the short up this morning. I don't know who hasn't had the opportunity to check that short out, but
said looks like southern Utah here a little bit. Deborah Warner.
not really,
said,
but
I don't know
kinda.
yet. I guess we'll find out, but I don't know when we would know. Kevin Towler said 102 likes.
It was the parking lot attendance short. So if you hadn't had a chance to see that, especially if we shut down up here, and I've got a feeling I might be shutting the stream down up here, swing in there and check it out. Leave your comment. And just remember, everybody, there is no rules.
Said that was no parking lot attendant. Just saying.
Yeah, but don't go any further in here.
Said 152 likes.
There's no rules in short comments. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to over there because people don't have to read the comment section over there. They don't have to hear it. So you can say whatever you want in the short shelves. Even in the uploaded videos, y'all can leave whatever comments you feel like leaving. There is no rules on them.
So are you getting close to your destination, her Bobby?
Well, I'm getting close to my next stop.
Being a number 2.
I'm getting closer to my next stop.
Trust the shooter. Said make that 153.
153, let's go. Trust, how you
Carl
doing?
Johnson. Said dang it man. I held back on my comment on that short.
Yeah, on the short shelf, y'all can comment whatever you want to. There's no rules
Deborah
whatsoever
Warner
on the short shelf.
Said whoops I said well not her, but anyway you're getting close to your destination, there you go.
So if you want to go back and change it to whatever it is you felt like, you can do that. The rules only apply in these live streams. That's it. They only apply in the live streams. Any post comment, any post video comment, the live stream rules do not apply. Because people, like I say, people don't have to read the comments. Even if they want to leave a comment, they don't have to read a comment to do it. So that's the reason why the rules don't apply over there.
Said just follow YouTube guidelines on the shorts.
Yeah, follow YouTube
Deborah
guidelines.
Warner said okay oops.
But the thing is, if you don't follow
Deborah
YouTube
Warner
guidelines, then what happens
said, okay,
is
Bobby, I
they
got
just don't
you.
let you post it. I mean, they'll let you post it, but they'll hold it back, and you don't have no idea that they held it back because it shows to you like it went up, but they actually don't. And even if you put a comment up that I don't like, I still don't remove it. I either don't acknowledge it or I don't reply to it. You may or may not get a heart if you put up something that I really don't appreciate.
Anna Metallica said I always follow the bloody rules, lol. Deborah Warner
Well, you just follow the
said,
guidelines
okay, Bobby, and I
on
do
those.
every once in a while I think I do get thanking you for letting us
But
on your chat. Kevin Tower
live stream chat's
said
different.
where can I find the shorts?
Go to the homepage and scroll down to the bottom, and then you'll see the shorts. Or go to the homepage and where it says home, videos, shorts, live, you can touch where it says shorts, and it'll take you just to the short shelf where it shows nothing else but shorts. Just go to the homepage and you'll find it.
Jim64 said hi Kevin. Elizabeth M said just remain family friendly. Deborah Warner
You don't
said,
even have to be
it's
family
pretty
friendly,
technology.
not over there. Because like I say, people don't have to read those comments, so.
Kevin Towler said hi Jim64. Said since when Anna? LOL.
Motorcycle cop.
Deborah Warner said yeah I experienced that Bobby quite a few times, so yeah it just sort of disappears.
Yeah.
Jim64 said hi Elizabeth M. Ethan Farrell Pagani
The heck was
said
that?
okay I will see everyone later, bye Bobby. Elizabeth M
Appreciate something and hang
said
out.
hand pink waving Jim64 Jeetsy Misfit.
Huh. What's that? Oh, it's my solar charger. Fell off the seat.
One scuba dude said Barry, Anna only has the Metallica rule, lol. Deborah Warner said when you just say shorts I'm thinking of people wearing shorts in the summertime, lol.
Shorts is the shorter videos, like a minute or less. Most of mine are usually 30 seconds or less, but I do have a couple few that's up and around the minute mark, but not many. They're supposed to have the 3-minute option up, and I was looking today or last night. I don't even have the 3-minute option no more. So I don't know if they've cut that 3-minute option out or not. But yeah, I didn't. Last night I was looking at on the short
Joe
shelf
W.
on making them.
said oftentimes I'm logged in on my phone and commenting in the chat while watching on a big screen where I'm not logged in.
Heck yeah.
When my comment does not pass on the television screen, I know it has been blocked. Very
Well, on our
2005.
channel, if it's not
Said
read
Scuba,
out,
that probably means no rules, lol.
if it's not read out, then that means it got blocked by
Said
YouTube.
okay, back dang dryer went off, had to fold cloths, dang it, man.
Because that's the only ones she don't read out is the ones that YouTube blocks. Now, if the regulators remove one, she still reads it out.
3000. Said good Thursday.
If you put it up and remove it, she still reads it out.
56 likes.
But if you put it up and YouTube holds it, she don't read it. She don't get that one. Because YouTube holds it straight off the bat, so it don't go through.
Jim 64 said hi Marlene. Marlene STR said hi Jim 64.
I went over, man. All that traffic come out of nowhere.
John 3000 said do you like eat MC Donald burger?
McDonald's? I mean, yeah, they're all right. I don't eat at McDonald's a lot.
Said Skewa Woyaba Bahara LOL.
I'll eat the double cheeseburgers and the is it the quarter pounder from McDonald's? I don't eat any of the other ones.
Curtis Pisanat said hey Bobby, what state are you in? Gloria
We're in El
Nelson
Paso, Texas.
said Mexico on right.
Mexico directly to the right, down on the other side of the road there. Roadway.
Jim 64 said hi Curtis. Anna Metallica said I once ate 2 Big Macs and a box of chicken nuggets, lol.
Dang, at one time? Lord have mercy, Anna. It's a lot of food.
Deborah Warner said I did the thumbs up and there's 161 likes, I had to refresh.
161.
John
Let's
3000
go.
said now there is vegan burger white 20 gr of protein.
Huh.
Curtis Bizanak said hey Jim 64 times since we talked.
Well, I'll say how you doing after we get through these
Marlene STR
overpasses.
said dang I can barely do nuggets, lol. Jim 64 said yes it has Curtis.
Donna, how you doing?
Donna R said going back to work tomorrow. I got 2 days that we used back, so we had 2 days off tacked onto Memorial Day weekend holiday break.
Dang it, right on.
Donna R said hello Jim 64. Anna Metallica said that wasn't my fault though. There was a problem with the ordering thing. That's how I ended up with 2 Big Macs instead of 1, lol.
It wasn't your fault that you
Barry
eat 2 Big Macs
2005
and a box of nuggets.
said is it any cheaper to live in Mexico than America?
Oh yeah,
Donna R
a lot cheaper.
said Bobby I'm doing G3. Thanks.
Right on.
Donna R said hello Anna.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper in Mexico than it is in America.
Anna Metallica said Donna. One Scuba Dude said if Anna ever drove a car, she would name it the Metallica Mobile.
The Metallica Mobile.
Donna R. Said hello buried 2005. Marlene STR. Said our orders are never in our favor, it's always something forgotten.
That's the difference between here and there. They never add stuff here. It's always forgotten
Said
stuff.
hello Donna and Jeff Party Face Lobster. Buried 2005. Said so if you lived close to the border in America, can you go into Mexico and buy fuel, food, etc.? Donna R.
Yeah.
Said scuba dude heart hands. Buried
A lot of people that
2005.
lives in this area will
Said hi Donna.
will cross over into Mexico for any of their health stuff because it's cheaper, like dental and stuff like that. And you don't have to have prescriptions, I think, over there like you do over here. So a lot of people will go over there to get what they need
Buried
as far as
2005.
medicine goes.
Said nice one, I would do that. Tom Kearney. Said buried 2005. My cousin has a winter place in Mazatlan, but his businesses were seasonal. Joe W. Said the rent in Mexico may be cheaper, but the overall cost to your life and your loved ones may be immeasurable.
Yeah.
Haha. Jim 64. Said hi Donna R. Jamie Nova. Said it depends. Yeah, you can cross the border. My friend goes to the dentist. It helps Top have a prescription, especially if you cross back into the S.
Yeah.
William Albrecht. Said what time is it? Jamie Nova.
11:45
Said
a.m.
rent is cheaper. Buried 2005. Said copy that Tom. Jamie Nova. Said internet is about the same. CW Sharp. Said very yes, less expensive if you are paying in US dollars or British pounds, but when you are paid in their own currency you are broke. William Albrecht. Said yeah, people so nice in chat. Said I agree, thank you everyone for being nice and sweet. Jamie Nova. Said rents in San Diego are around $900 minus $2,601 half bedroom Mexico, $150 minus $1,000. Buried 2005. Said lots of Brits go to Mexico for holiday, vacation. CW Sharp. Said especially Bobby, LOL. Elena Adhikari saw Red Heart. Said lucky driving dear Bobby and everybody smiling face with 3 hearts. Jamie Nova. Said some areas are nice and safe, others not so much.
Yeah.
Tom
Just
Kearney.
depends on where you're at.
Said buried 2005. I have another cousin that had a place in Costa Rica, but it got repossessed. I don't know the story there. LOL. Anna Metallica. Said one thing that would scare the shit out of me if I wanted to visit Mexico is the cartels. Deborah Warner. Said I think I had a bad experience with some people this morning, and I just hope it doesn't bite me because one of the scene asked for giving me a lecture, and I didn't appreciate it, and I was practically in. Donna R. Said hi Jamie Nova, Deborah Warner. Deborah Warner. Said I was practically in tears and probably everybody does know it, I just hope it won't bite me. Jamie Nova. Said the food is the bomb though. 4-course meal is about 660 pesos, with drinks around $40 minus $60. And the service too. One scuba dude. Said Anna likes the margarita cartel, LOL. Buried 2005. Said wow Tom K, that's Central America. Anna Metallica. Said Skiwa Huuoyaba. Deborah Warner. Said, thank you, Jamie. Where do you live again? Jamie Nova. Said, the cartels generally leave the tourists alone, as a rule of thumb.
Yeah, they want that tourist money. They generally don't mess with tourists, from what I understand. I don't know. I mean, I've never been over there, so I can't speak the truth about it. But
Donna R. Said, Bobby, Jeff was cooking hamburgers for us yesterday, and as he's sitting in the chair, waiting for them to cook, a bear came up and looked at him and turned around and ran.
dang it.
Jamie Nova.
It's a wonder he didn't get the
Said, hi,
burgers.
Deborah. I'm near the border in San Diego. Tom Kearney. Said, buried 2005. He is from Saskatoon, and I believe the community was developed by someone from Saskatoon. Otto, that's me, Bareface. Said, had to get a background check before getting approved to go and waiting for them to arrive at gate.
Dang.
Long Island Dave. Said, hello, Bobby.
Long
Donna
Island, how you
R.
doing?
Said, I know. I came in to make a side dish and I missed it. I'm so glad he didn't get hurt though.
Right.
He couldn't believe it.
Most of the time, bears won't bother you
Buried
most of the
2005.
time, but not.
Said, hi, L.I.D.
I wouldn't
Long
try to
Island
trust
Dave.
it.
Said, hi, Donna.
Usually they'll
Donna R.
leave, they'll take
Said,
off,
hi, Long Island Dave.
supposedly.
Marlene STR. Said, hi, Dave.
I wouldn't want to test it though.
Said, hi, Barry.
Come on,
Donna
people, put
R.
your feet on the pedals.
Said, and I was
Let's
just
go.
outside too. Yeah, you never know, especially when there's food around.
Right.
Marlene
Yeah, when it
STR.
comes to that food.
Said, Bear probably smelled the food cooking. Jamie Nova. Said, driving in Mexico is crazy though. And the minimum
I bet
wage is $13 per day in Mexico.
$13
Deborah
per
Warner.
day. Could you
Said, thank you,
imagine
Jamie.
making $13
Long Island
per
Dave.
day?
Said, hi, Marlene. Jamie Nova. Said, many of my co-workers commute across the border for work, but live in Mexico.
Yeah.
Donna R. Said, hi, Marlene. Yes, definitely smelled those burgers. Otto, that's me, Bareface. Said, the food truck arrived, but I didn't like the selection of food they had. Buried 2005. Said, $13 a day minus, wow, that's mad. My
Yeah.
soul does wait. Said, in a world where the road stretches endlessly and time waits for no one.
That's right.
One trucker answers the call. Minus Bobby. Jamie Nova.
Who put that
Said,
up?
that's why so many come here looking for work.
Right.
John 3000. Said, big roads SSS. Otto, that's me, Bareface. Said, in Asian countries make less than that per month. Jim 64. Said, hi, Long Island Dave. Deborah Warner. Said, I heard stories about those bears. They do go around checking to see if there's food and if there is lookout. Donna R. Said, at our farmer's market, I bought some pulled pork and I bought some coleslaw, so I'll have a nice sandwich for the next 2 days going back to work, LOL.
Heck yeah.
Long Island Dave. Said, hey, Jim 64. Anna Metallica. Said, I'm gonna dress up as a bear and steal all of Scuba's food, LOL. Buried 2005. Said, kids get more than that for their paper rounds here. Donna R. Said, Otto. Jim 64. Said, hi, Otto, that's me.
You couldn't even get a kid to look you in the eyes for that price in
Deborah
America.
Warner. Said, we did have a cookout yesterday. We had burgers, chicken, fish brats. We had to work. One scuba dude. Said, in the 90s, went to an airport down in Panama area. The boarding pass was a small plank with an airplane painted on it. Long Island Dave. Said, hi, Anna. Donna R. Said, scuba dude has good food. Anna Metallica. Said, Dave. One scuba dude. Said, come on over, Anna, I will share with you. Carl Johnson. Said, Deborah, that is good, they have cookouts for you. Long Island Dave. Said, hey, scuba. Otto, that's me, Bareface. Said, I wanted a cheeseburger, but they had to make it. Anna Metallica. Said, yay, thanks, scuba. One scuba dude. Said, hello, Dave.
too bad traffic-wise coming in. We'll just have to see what going back out is and how long it takes at this particular shop.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully it don't take them too long, hopefully.
Said nice one, Scuba.
But I don't know. It may be a 15-minute setup and it may be a 2-hour setup. I have no idea what this particular shop is going to entail.
Otto, that's me, Bareface. Said I will make some tuna macaroni later. That will fine with me.
Tuna macaroni.
Marlene STR. Said how far away from the shop are we?
4 miles.
Said yum.
If it's just a light reset, then I'm going to keep the stream running. If we don't have to go into the building, you know, if they just like bring the laptop out to the parking lot to reset the check engine light, if that's what it is, I'll keep the stream running. If the truck has to go into the building to get whatever done, then I'll shut the stream off and restart it after they're done.
Marlene STR. Said right. Otto, that's me, Bareface. Said when check-in for me, it's an update needed. Bluey Productions. Said okie doke.
Yeah, it might just be an update.
Said
I don't
that's
know.
understandable. Josh C. Said any idea where you're going once you get your load? One scuba dude.
No, I hadn't
Said
got the load info yet.
indie race better than some LOL.
But I still got to go back to Las Cruces.
Otto, that's me, Bareface. Said my check engine light is still on since last year.
Yeah, I don't really see a need of having it done, but I don't know if this is my exit or not. No. Well, maybe it is. I guess. Yeah. It is my exit. Well, that's where I'm going to, is the dealership.
Donna R. Said I'll be back in a little bit, lurking.
10 for yeah, that's where we're
Long
headed to
Island
right now, is the dealer.
Said Barry Monaco was a joke with the 2 pit stop rule. Bluey Productions. Said exit 35, y'all.
Yeah, I could have took that exit.
Oklahoma
Exit 35.
1966. Thanks for following.
Thanks for following Oklahoma.
Otto, that's me, Bareface. Said OH boy, you might be waiting till tomorrow.
It's a possibility.
Deborah Warner.
It's possible.
Said so
Hopefully
Bobby
not.
did a oops, LOL. John 3000.
No, I mean, it's fine.
Said now is New Mexico. One scuba dude.
No, we're
Said
in
check
Texas.
engine light does not mean get out, raise hood check to see if engine is there, LOL.
I think this is turning lane. Yeah.
Bluey Productions. Said gas is cheaper than here in NM.
Yeah, they know
Bluey
I'm coming.
Productions. Said I don't live in New Mexico, BTW.
Come on. know if this one's the road or I think it's the next one. Yeah.
Deborah Warner said, I know, Bobby, I was just teasing. I always try to tease. Get it? Try LOL.
Heck yeah.
Deborah Warner said 68 and mostly cloudy in North Aurora, Illinois. John 3000 said tank truck no asthma. CW Sharp said blue. How much was it? I6. Buried 2005 said, I've never plugged a laptop into a car. I would have no idea what to do. Andy C said, howdy Bobby, everyone.
Andy C.
CW Sharp said, I missed the sign. Bluey Productions said, what do you mean? Kevin Towler said 184 likes.
184,
Bluey
let's go.
Productions said, oh. Carl Johnson said, I wonder if your engine was stolen, if the check engine light would come on.
I don't think anything. I don't know, maybe. Check to see where
Bluey
your engine's at,
Productions
sir.
said unleaded $2.69 and diesel $2.99. CW Sharp said gas P.
Man, oh man, I tell you, we're getting 14 miles per gallon
Auto,
right
that's
now.
me, Bareface said every time I brought the truck to the dealership it took them 2 or more days, even if it's just a check engine light.
That's what I'm afraid of.
John 3000 said Pepsi. Deanna Elkins said hi Andy C.
Divorce, cheap, fast, easy, $250. Dang it, that is cheap.
CW Sharp said running 3.03 unleaded in Clearwater, Florida. Kevin Towler said in Southwest Missouri cloudy and 61 degree.
Wonder if we can get up to 200 thumbs up before the stream might end.
Bluey Productions said that's better than average.
Maybe, maybe not. What I will do though is,
Bluey Productions said there are 200 people in the stream LOL.
oh yeah. You stupid signal. Why didn't you change, man? I'm gonna keep the stream running as long as possible, but like I say, if the truck has to go into the building, then I'll be shutting it off.
Andy C said, I reckon by the title, you are shop hunting. CW
Shop
Sharp
hopping.
said just dropped from 3.13 this morning.
This is the third shop we've been to today, and then I've actually got to go to another one, but it's just to pick up a trailer. We got 200 thumbs up.
Buried 2005 said now let us watch the guys so we know what to do. Bobby LOL. Andy C said oh okay. CW Sharp said 200.
Boom,
Kevin Towler
you guys and
said I'm
gals,
ready for sun to come out.
ladies and gentlemen,
Auto, that's
are
me,
freaking
Bareface
awesome.
Said don't
Thank
be
you.
surprised
Thank
if
you
they
so
tell
much.
you we will check it in the morning.
For
Deborah
over 200
Warner
thumbs up right here,
said
Drive
guys
On
I don't
Gang.
know
Really
if
do
I'm right, but
appreciate
boom,
it.
200 thumbs up that is.
Snatch some salt from the salty crew, butter up that popcorn. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Now we do love the
Said
Misfits
face
around
orange
here.
raised eyebrow.
How much do we love the Misfits? Freaking
Bluey
bunches.
Productions Said 3 more lights.
I think this is where we're going. Yeah, this is it.
One scuba dude. Said yo there raptor.
So do we get
Kevin
to...
Towler. Said 208 lights. Deborah Warner. Said smiling face with 3 hearts, smiling face with 3 hearts.
I don't know if I can U-turn out here or
D.I.
not.
Lasso D.O. Said hey scuba.
Maybe.
Long Island Dave. Said hey raptor. Deborah Warner. Said face fuchsia tongue out face blue smiling face fuchsia tongue out. Buried 2005. Said those trucks cost more than a Rolls Royce. I would want top service.
Oh, okay, there's a gate right here.
D.I. Lasso D.O. Said hey Dave. Bluey Productions. Said yay 200. Carl Johnson. Said maybe they will give you a loaner. LOL.
No, hopefully not. We don't want a loaner. Because if we get a loaner, here's the thing. If I get a loaner, that means I'll be losing Starlink until I get back to this truck. We don't want a loaner. I don't want a loaner. Y'all might, but I don't.
Deborah Warner. Said that's a boom and a boom. Bluey Productions. Said Kenworth. John 3000. Said roundabouts move traffic more efficiently and reduce the number of fatalities and serious injury accidents. They work because of their safety record, their compatibility with the environment. D.I. Lasso D.O. Said no. Buried 2005. Said new keep your own truck.
Yeah, I'd like
D.I. Lasso
like to.
D.O. Said face orange raised eyebrow.
This ain't gonna be no quick in and out though. I guarantee you that.
Josh C. Said praying for a quick turnaround on the check engine.
Yeah, it's
D.I.
not
Lasso
gonna
D.O. Said who asked.
be. It would be nice, but it's just not gonna be a quick
Gary Watson.
thing.
Said probably put the computer on it and turn it off.
Hopefully that's all it is. But even if it's that, I don't know how long it may or may not take to get the computer on it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this up here in the front lot. That way you guys can look at the traffic, I guess, while
With any dealership.
we're waiting. Maybe.
Josh C. Said LOL the moment you say it. Gary Watson. Said we'll most likely have to go in the shop even for that.
Yeah, more than likely.
D.O. Said face orange raised eyebrow. Deborah Warner. Said look at the traffic go wow here we go.
Alright, I'll be back in a few minutes. I mean, I don't know how long it'll actually take, but I'll be back.
Josh C. Said looking at that large block of construction.
Maybe. That's quite a possibility.
Buried 2005. Said I can see cacti. Bluey Productions. Said look desert terrain. Tom Kearney said desert terrain. You mean desert. Dessert is sweets after a meal. LOL. Buried 2005 said I never have room for dessert. Tom LOL. Bluey Productions said oh, bad typo. CW Shark said blue it used to be Mexico. LOL. Auto that's me bare face said autocorrect is playing a joke. Tom Kearney said buried 2005 yes I got weaned off those as a child. Bluey Productions said that logical. Tom Kearney said my dessert table was a desert landscape. DJ Boss Man said what the sheesh. Bluey Productions said now everyone's talking about dessert and deserts. D.I. Lasso D.O. said what the SH change. DJ Boss Man said hi Raptor.
So he's got me on.
Said hey DJ.
He called it a triage. He got me on what's called a triage, which is get your butt on the ball, I guess. But he wanted me to move spots. You know, maybe he don't want me right here.
Alice Usher said hi Raptor.
Which, I mean, I don't really see the difference in the spot, but I told him I'd park right here beside this one. Go back in there and let him know what spot I'm in. You can see this from the shop. You can see me, but he asked me to come back in and let him know. So I'll be right back.
Cement truck wasn't loaded. Buried 2005. Said hi Alar. D.I. Lasso D.O. Said yep shark. Black tag is worse than a red tag. John the Beagle Dad. Said good afternoon folks. Andy C. Said truck. Alar Leliames. Said howdy Barry. John the Beagle Dad. Said 3 more hours and I'll do a nice long walk to stretch my legs. Buried 2005. Said hi Beagle Dad. Gary Watson. Said triages to quickly examine. Anna Metallica. Said Phil. Alice Usher. Said hi Or. Jim 64. Said hi Alar. Bluey Productions. Said we can see Bobby in the mirror. D.I. Lasso D.O. Said examine and prioritize. D.I. Lasso D.O. Said assess and prioritize. D.I. Lasso D.O. Said hey Anna. Jim 64. Said hi Alice and Gary W. Alice Usher. Said hi Anna. Gary Watson. Said yes. Watson. Said hi at Jim 64. Anna Metallica. Said Alice. Alice Usher. Said hi Jim 64. Andy C. Said the truck is probably fine, it's just a case of worms. They'll give him worm pills to put into the tank. D.I. Lasso D.O. Said LOL Andy. Alice Usher. Said hi Gary. Alar Leliames. Said howdy Alice and Jim. Gary Watson. Said hello at Alice Usher.
All right, so they are going to pull it into the shop.
What's the mileage on it, boss?
74, 243.8 if you need the point.
Your name?
Bobby.
Last name, Bobby?
Bluey Productions. Said welcome back Bobby. Buried 2005. Said I think the computer on the truck should tell the driver what the exact fault is. D.I. Lasso D.O. Said oh new.
say put this on the keychain? Alright.
Josh C. Said Andy C. Pretty sure his gas cap overheated during that back-to-back 11-hour run through Texas.
Okay, now
Scuba dude.
he said
Said I
that.
think Anna got Reese's in the computer.
So now we're tearing off the old.
C. Said there should be a scanner block under the dash to hook up a diagnostic scanner.
We're ripping off the old one from the last time,
Said shut up, Meg.
and now we're into putting the one for the new one. So here's what we're gonna do. He said it would probably be. He said everybody's out to lunch right now. They will be taking.
Said bye guys, I got to go.
Alright, appreciate you stopping in, hanging out, buddy. We'll catch you next time around. He said that it would. Everybody's out to lunch right now, and it'll probably be about an hour before it actually goes into the shop. So we can go ahead and keep running the stream if you guys want to, and then when they come out to get us to get the truck, we could possibly hop on the one wheel and ride the one wheel around a bit while they're doing that. I'm not gonna, and I'm doing it that way to keep from changing streams.
Said sounds good. Anna Metallica. Said LOL scuba. I Lasso DO. Said yay. I'm down.
Okay, I do.
Said dang her lunch break. Who'da thunk it? Anna Metallica.
I do have to, I will have to unplug the microphones and put the supercharger on it.
Carl Johnson.
I don't know that it's going to help
said,
any.
do they have a lurker's lounge inside?
They do.
LOL.
They've got a lurker's
Tom
lounge.
Kearney.
They do.
Said buried 2005 you need an electronic interpreter to do that. It's not very hard to find one. CW Shark. Said fine with us.
But now
Tom
I'm not switching
said
the
they sell
stream.
them on eBay.
I'm not going to switch the
Deborah
stream.
Warner. Said oh wow that would be neat. Edward S. Said hey all just joining. What's wrong with the truck? Buried
Is
2005.
the check engine lights on?
Said can we go into Mexico on the one wheel?
No,
LOL.
you know we was right at the border
Said that's fine.
once
Bobby.
before on the
CW
El Paso
Shark.
when we done that El Paso
Said
one wheel.
what is temp there?
I don't know. I've got the
Metallica.
truck off now, man.
Said Bahari LMAO.
It was 85 when I turned the truck off. Let's see.
Buried 2005. Said I may seen them Tom, but never used one. Gary Watson. Said idiot light came on.
So yeah, let's go ahead.
I Lasso DO. Said go to Juarez on the one wheel. AHHH. IDK about that LOL. Marlene STR. Bring you something to drink if you won well. I Lasso DO. Said Gary. Carl Johnson. Said ask them if you can do a one-wheel tour of the shop. Anna Metallica. Said Mexico City here we come.
Only the workers are allowed in the shop. I don't know.
I Lasso DO. Said yeah Carl. That sounds safe SMH. Tony. Said I thank God I'm a diesel mechanic who's got a Class A and I do all of my repairs on side of the road or in my yard. I like driving. One scuba dude. Said Anna would you like some BBQ pizza? Anna Metallica. Said yes please scuba.
charging up. So it's climbing. That's good.
2005. Said I could do most jobs totally on British petrol cars, but that was many years back. Things have changed so much. My soul does wait. Said parking for a quick exit strategy. Bobby's efficient. Andy C. Said let's all guess what the problem is.
So you guess is easy if that's what you want to do. What is the problem?
Andy C. Said I say it's just a wire. Big Burn. Said breaker breaker, good to see you loop again, Bobby. Here in 2005. Said maybe faulty sensor Andy. Marilyn Henry. Said Bobby is the one he'll charge. I also
It's charged enough to
said I thought the
ride
light
around.
just needed to go away.
It's charged enough to ride around while they're doing this. I mean, it's not charged enough to get out and do the city streets, but it's charged enough just to monkey around while they're hooking it up to the computer. I think it's got somewhere between 7 and 15 miles worth of charge on it.
Andy C. said the light came on for a reason. Now to find the cause.
Yeah.
Dwayne Guthrie. Said good afternoon, Bobby. Good afternoon, Chad.
Good afternoon.
Marilyn Henry. Said sounds good.
Was you the one, Dwayne, that asked me about
Dwayne Guthrie.
flip the other
Said
day?
hey, Raptor.
I know somebody did, but I don't remember who it was.
D.I. also D.O. Said hey, Dwayne. Karen G. Said whatever the problem is, it's all Meg's fault.
Meg's
Here
fault.
in 2005.
Quit blaming it, Meg, for
Said
everything.
Poppy that as well and my wife's car had to have a new upstream O2 sensor. Dwayne Guthrie. Said no, I don't think it was me, Bobby, but I think he's back. I'm not sure. He hasn't been there.
Yeah.
Here in
He's on home
2005.
time.
Said hi, Karen G.
Whoever it was,
Jim
Max, I don't know
64.
who it was. He come on
Said
yesterday.
hi,
He come in
Dwayne.
yesterday into the live
Bottom,
stream.
let's be bare face. Said waiting to get unloaded. Karen G. Said hi, Barry. ER. Said depth sensor bad. Can't hear Meg LOL. Dwayne Guthrie. Said hey, good afternoon, Jim.
I moved her to the stereo
Said I'm
speaker.
sitting in the lurker lounge, but Chris is putting the blame on Meg.
Right.
Gary Watson. Said did you say they replaced Deep's filter?
I don't think that they replaced that at the shop, at the first shop. And I think that's what the problem is.
Said yep, Gary.
I think that's what the problem is the DPF filter. And I thought that they, for some reason, I don't know,
That's be bare face.
I don't think they changed it.
Said looks like they don't have a dolly long enough for my load LOL. D.I. also D.O. Said I heard something about Duke.
Doo-doo? Hey, doo-doo.
D.I. also D.O. Said I heard something about Deeps. D.I. also D.O. Said dang it LOL.
Dang it, man. I don't know though. It might not charge up enough to too much of a one wheel. It's charging slow right now. It's on the supercharge, but it's not charging fast.
Jim 64. Said hi VR.
anyway, the trailer that we're going to pick up is about 3 miles from here, ish. So,
ER, said Jim.
depending on how quick they get us in and out here, or get us out of here, we'll go pick up that trailer. And, then we'll head back towards Las Cruces. Las Cruces.
Mike, said hello Bobby and gang. Carl Johnson,
I can't do it.
said when does Thermo King close?
I don't know, but I've got the code for that Thermo King. I can get in the gate, even if they are closed. I think they close it. It's either 5 or 7. But I've got the code for that particular one, so I can get in that one 24/7. Well, I have to call and get the code. I mean, I don't have it wrote down or in my memory, but. They let us into that one to pick up our trailers after hours. We don't have to wait for it. We don't have to wait for a tech.
Lauren Porter, said fluffing me too. Am I behind again?
I don't know, are you? Are you behind? So and the reason why I'm doing it this way is because I don't want to stop this stream, start another stream up just to go back to Cruces,
Said they're telling me I have bronchitis. Fair though.
and then stop the stream and start it back up after I get my load. That's the reason why I'm going to do the little one-load thing, or try to. If we run out of battery, then we'll end up not doing it anyway. Or not finishing. We'll end up doing it that way anyway.
Mary 2005, said sorry to hear that Mike. Alar Lelumines, said howdy Lauren. Lauren Order, said hi Alar.
They don't have a load on me yet, so I may end up waiting till
Said
tomorrow.
gotcha Bobby.
May end up waiting till tomorrow to pick my load up, depending on how long it takes here.
Mike, said Ty Berry, Texas Railroad Furnace, said just got word that trucks and trains are now shipping the brand new Nintendo Switch 2. One scuba dude, said Lauren when you're in front you're still behind LOL. Deborah Warner, said smiling face with 3 hearts, smiling face with 3 hearts. Deborah Warner, said I hate to say it Bobby, but I felt that one LOL and I've heard it too Bert.
Yeah, Bert.
Lauren Order,
I bet.
said fluffy scuba LOL JK.
Signing my e-log out that way when they're driving it around, it don't count against me. Because they'll take off driving over to the shop with it, kick it into drive, and it'll go home duty.
R&O. Deborah Warner said I'm bugging you and I'm 5% LOL.
I'm an 86%.
Lauren Warner said hello, Alice.
Man, oh man, I tell you what.
Medicated Crazy said is the engine blown that stupid tech sensor. Texas Railroad
I don't know what
Furnace
it is.
said better be careful when it comes to hauling electronics this year. John 3000 said you walk 10 minutes per day for health body.
Probably should.
Medicated Crazy said afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, man. Good. I need to get my winter gear out of this backpack.
Medicated Crazy said 50-50.
I heard that.
Texas Railroad Furnace said there's a rail camp established in Tornillo.
Where's Tornillo? Toronto?
John 3000 said Bear Beauty, Ball, Texas, El Paso.
El Paso, Texas, man.
Texas Railroad Furnace said Tornillo is south of El Paso near Fort Hancock.
Okay.
Lauren Warner said what is it? What's wrong with the truck, man?
I don't know. Uh-oh. I know definitely good, but I don't know where my get to that.
Texas Railroad Furnace said the Tornillo rail camp sits right next to the railroad crossing. Trains go really fast through there.
I don't know where I put my gimbal at, y'all. Which means I won't be able to do the one-wheel ride unless I can find it before they get out here. Where did I put that thing? But now at least it's given me time to get this phone battery charged up. So that's a big plus.
Word Slender. Said just enter your bank transfer number. Lauren order. LOL. Lauren order. Said right scuba. Lauren order. Said yeah, exactly. Word Slender.
Dang it, man. Oh, that's pretty warm out there.
CW Teacher Sharp. Said if I ever win money, I will buy you a new set of longhorns for the truck.
I've got a set. They're just at the house now. It's actually a nice set. I went to put them on the truck. During my home time, and it was just I didn't want to ruin them like I did the first ones because they look that good.
Said just send them a QR code that turns their computer and phone to a brick.
Heck yeah.
CW Teacher Sharp. Said you told us you liked them better in the house I got.
They look good. I mean, I like them on the truck, but I don't want to ruin that set like I with the weathering.
One scuba dude. Said could the old ones ever be repaired?
They could, but they don't fit on this truck. I mean, I got them fixed. They're good now, but they don't fit this truck.
Lauren order. Said hey medicated. I'm going grade 2 LOL. One scuba dude. Said they would fit my truck LOL.
Right. Well, the thing about this one is that moose guard, when you lay it down to the ground, it's only about 4 inches from the ground. And the old set, they
CW Teacher Sharp.
pointed outways.
Said Bob next time aim for a longhorn and not a deer or a bird LOL.
Right. And this set that I've got now, they point out to the mirrors. They fit. I just don't want to. I don't want to weather them like I did the first set. I want to see if I can get around that. parking lot. I thought he was trying to drag race there for a minute. Good God.
CW Trishard. Said good idea, Lauren, that return heads. Medicated crazy. Said used to have a Brahmable skull above my garage doorway. Till it got stolen. Andy C.
Dang it.
Said a black bear-headed cape would be cool on the truck. Dennis Mechanic. Said hello, Bobby, how you doing?
I'm doing alright, Dennis. Doing as good as I can being here at the dealership.
CW Trishard. Said Bobby Ernie on duty, LOL.
Wait, huh?
Marlene STR. Said Bobby could get some spray of some sort to protect them, like a clear coat or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Some kind of clear coat. I just have to find out and figure out what would be appropriate for the weather.
Dennis Mechanic. Said hello, everyone.
But I definitely have to probably get somebody to do it for me. I would just probably ruin it trying.
Marlene STR. Said maybe like the Thompson water sealer type thing. Garrett Watson.
Right.
Said Thompson water seal. Andy C. Said coated in possum lard or maybe bear grease.
Awesome, Mark. Awesome, Lord. Oh, I gotta get the window out. Do that right quick.
Gary Watson. Said deck seal.
Yeah, that's it.
One scuba dude. Said Lauren has a chipmunk skull. Medicated crazy. Said Gary has the right answer.
they scoot, man.
I saw a
Andy
guy in a
C.
little scooter
said must be an
the
epidemic.
other day. He must have been going the same kind of speed too, like 30 miles an
Them
hour.
scooters will go fast. They'll do like 50 and 60. The ones that you stand up
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Yeah, those will do
He
like.
was hauling, man.
My neighbor had one that he said it would spin the tires on when he took off. Yeah. He said it would do 70.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
No way.
That's quick, man.
Yeah, that's
Carl Johnson
That's out there.
said Meg be quiet.
I'm brave.
Jeff
but,
Winters
that's
said going back to the start of the video to watch from the start.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Lauren Order said be quiet Meg. JHH said Meg is too loud. She would be found in 5 seconds faster than Lauren and Anna if we played hide and seek.
Yeah, give me a few minutes. Come back, another half an hour to an hour. I gotta go through and take a look at stuff. We'll get with Dylan and them too. I'll let you know. There's a fuel pump recall. We don't have it. It's something that they have it here, and that may take you a little bit of time. I don't know what your deal is. Yeah, probably not. You see what you got, and then see what we can do to fix that. Okay, what's your name? Bob. Here we go. I'll take that in.
Lauren Order said JHH you don't fluffing know that. I'm tiny and can find lots of hiding places. Lauren Order said LMAO. JHH said face orange raised eyebrow face blue wide eyes hand orange covering eyes.
Alright, hang on a second, guys. I'm putting y'all in the carrying case.
Lauren Order said I'm only 4 foot 10 inches JHH LMAO. JHH said LMAO you're saying you can be a ant and crawl into a door jam face orange raised eyebrow. JHH said field trip Bobby.
Well, we're gonna get out. We're gonna get out on that right there and ride around. Recall on it. He said uh-oh, what happened? Why did it shut up for? Oh. Dang, how did that happen? Alright, hang on, I gotta turn Meg back on. Somehow or another, Meg got turned off. Oh, she probably got turned off because it switched off of Starlink. Can't hardly see it. Let's see. Voice. Chat. Oh, it might not work. So we got it. Bob Casey Ariel, new sticker added to the one wheel. Just if it starts buffering, let me know. My internet may not let me do this one-wheel ride. The last time we was in this area and tried, it didn't. Hopefully it will, but just let me know if it starts buffering, because I have no way of knowing. Well, for now we're bobtail. We're at the shop, man. Yeah, I didn't know it was buffering, and JHH said something about maybe trying to start a new stream, so that's how I even knew. I've got to check engine light on. And normally, I don't do these videos in widescreen normally. No, I didn't. But thanks for letting me know. But normally I don't do these one-wheel rides in widescreen. But I don't want to start the stream over if I don't have to. Yeah, me too, because I would have never known. Yeah, I would have just been buffering into oblivion. Hopefully. So we'll just ride around the parking lot here, and then we'll hit the sidewalk. Just get, it's got to check engine light. No, I've got a moose guard, a big moose guard on mine. Mine's inside the building now. Hopefully it's not a tomorrow problem. No, oh yeah. Yeah, see, that's not mine. Same truck, but it's not mine. If you take the battery out, that just keeps from ruining the battery. Same style. Just check it and see if it'll power up without the battery. Because what happens is, okay, say for instance your battery lasts you 45 minutes right now. If you keep it plugged up with the battery in there, what it's going to do is it's going to kill that battery life from 45 minutes down to maybe 20 minutes, and it'll do it quick. It won't take but just a few days to do that. So take your battery out and plug it up and see if it'll power up like that. I don't know if all of them do it or not, but I do know mine does it. Forward, Deborah. Check that out. Well, we're gonna hop on the sidewalk too. Yeah, it'll save your battery. And them GoPro batteries, they're not all that great anyway. To start with, straight out of the gate, they're not that great. It don't have that sleeper, but you can get that option with any truck. So what I had to do is I had to go in there and turn my Starlink off. And the reason why is because being in the building, it would have been sitting and searching for signal. One time we went in to get a trailer washout, and when I come out of the bay, my router had burned up, and I don't know if it was on account of searching for signal for that length of time or what it was. So that's the reason why I went and turned it off, so it wasn't searching for signal for an hour plus, because it's probably going to be in there for at least an hour. No, it's the company truck. They pay for the repairs. It's their truck to fix. All right, I got a feeling it's not going to let me stream. Because I've never replaced my phone and it still does that blinking. So if it keeps buffering like this, I'm just going to shut it down. I got a feeling, y'all, it's not going to let me do it. I'm going to end up having to shut. Alright guys, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to hold out for us. I'll take us to the Lurkers Lounge and see how it does. Yeah, it's unfortunate, y'all. It's not going to hold out. Yeah, it's not going to hold out for us, guys. It's just going to keep doing this. I'm probably going to go ahead and shut it down. Go over here and hang out in this little Lurkers Lounge in here. Because it's not going to work, man. It might work in here in the shop. I don't know. I mean, in the Lurkers Lounge in here. But it definitely ain't going to out riding around. Unfortunately. Show you what the Lurkers Lounge looks like, though. Man. Alright, we're done. Alright, we're done, y'all. See you on the flip side.